It's Tuesday, May 14th. Here's what's coming up on the mayor's office.
I was like, golly gee, baseball players can hit the baseball.
These guys hit velo, man. That's what I mean. Like, oh, these guys are throwing harder. Like, no. The reason these guys are better is because they're cutting it, sinking it. You know, they're throwing more off-speed pitches. Big leaguers hit velo. That's why they're big leaguers. They have elite bat speed. You know, they have elite all that stuff. And, you know, so I don't care if you got a bazooka up there, dude, and you launch it down the middle. These guys are going to time it up eventually. They might not time the first one up. They're going to time the second, third one up. I promise you.
And I'm in love with the good life. Can't give it up. Make it to the top. Keep climbing. I wanna live it up. The good life. I'm coming up. I'm coming up. The good life. Good life. Oh, good life. Good life. Good life.
Boom, coming in hot, Chichi. What's going on, brother?
What's up, bro? Hey, I brought a prop today.
What do you got?
Do you know what this is?
Wait, hang on. Superman?
No. So for those just listening, it's a London telephone booth.
Oh, okay.
Look what's inside. Hey.
Oh, that's right, because the Mets,
London
Mets
series.
Cubs, right? London series.
Yeah, Jess is starting to bring home all
Is
the
Jess going to London?
Yes.
Are you going?
No. Not a family thing. It's no.
They're not paying for you.
They're not bringing families. She's gonna be so busy anyway, so
Oh yeah, dude.
all good. She doesn't want to go. She hates flying. She hates flying. Hates
Dude,
it.
that's she should just take a little Dramamine or something, or a
Yeah,
couple
she's gonna
drinks.
knock herself out or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, wait, let's stay on the poor Metsies. The poor Metsies, dude. They had one last night facing the Phillies. Would have been a huge statement, huge momentum because they just beat the Braves on Sunday night. Then it got squirrely, dude, at the end of the game. We just watched it over again. Why don't you explain here?
Oh my gosh, dude. Carlos Mendoza, I don't think he ended up getting tossed. Did he?
I don't
But
think
he probably should have. They didn't toss him. They didn't toss him because the umpires knew they messed up so bad. 3-1 pitch, 2 outs to Whit Merrifield slider. I mean, almost took a full swing.
Mhm.
And
Right.
and the ump said he didn't go. 2 umps missed it. Then when you see the replay, like he went by like 7 feet in front of the plate. That was bad. That was bad. I mean, Mendoza was almost losing his, you know, he was up on the top step going nuts, but
Yeah.
then they end up losing the game.
They end up losing the game. Sack fly. Diaz a little shaky so far this year. He's given up I think 4 home runs. He gave up 3 that entire 2022 season where he was lights out. But man, the Mets, that was a big momentum changer in that division. Obviously, they're way far back of the Phillies, but that would have been pushed them ahead, keep moving forward. Now they're down a game in the series. So
Yeah.
and the Phillies are so good, dude, by the way. They're so
The Phillies are so good. You mean the Phillies?
yeah.
They're so good, dude. They're top to bottom. They're so good. And that's what I mean. When you have them on the ropes, you know, you gotta find a way to win that game. That's why, I mean, probably Mendoza's going nuts. It's so heightened. You got to like win those games. Man, when I look at Diaz, I think, you know, early on, he got burned by his fastball, gave up a home run on it. And I feel like he's going to his slider more. And you saw Randy Arozarena, who was hitting $150 at the time, got a slider. He might have got a Arozarena hot, hit that home run to, I believe, tie it in the 9th, and then the Rays won it a couple weeks ago in Tampa. I mean, even throwing the 3-1 pitch to Whit Merrifield, you know, 3-1 slider. Like, I'm like, man, you throw 100 miles an hour. Like, at some point, you got to trust the fastball. You're not going to get burned on it all the time, but you can get burned on throwing too many sliders. You start to lose a feel, and then you're going to get one that backs up on you, that just cement mixes right down the middle, and you're going to get hammered. So, like, you know, as a hitter, if you're throwing me a bunch of sliders, like, I kind of like that. If you're a guy that throws 100 miles an hour and you're not trusting your fastball. So I think when I see Diaz right now, I think he's getting in trouble throwing the slider too much.
Yeah, it's interesting because starters, obviously, this day and age, you want to flip a lot of stuff these days. That's what the analytics say. But there's like a little bit of an unwritten rule that if you're a reliever or a closer specifically, you don't want to get beat on not your best pitch, right? You don't want to blow a save on although, I mean, he's got both pitches are great, but his fastball, like you said, you're throwing 100 miles per hour.
Yeah. I just feel like your fastball sets up your slider. If you don't throw your fastball, your slider becomes an average pitch. If you throw your fastball and I got to respect that, then the slider I jump on.
That's a great point.
Right. Then my eyes tell me, oh, it's a heater. I'm early. Bam, it's a slider. I'm gone. But if you're just tossing me sliders, my eyes eventually go, I'm not necessarily looking for it, but I'm like, wow, I'm picking that up so much easier. If it's off the fastball, everything works off the fastball. Good changeups, good curveballs. If you throw too many of those things, which I think guys get in trouble nowadays someday trying to just throw too many, you're eventually going to make a mistake. And in the big leagues, those hangers, you hang it, we bang it. That's the way it goes in the big leagues.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the Aroldis Chapman syndrome, Every once in a while, he used to get beat on those when he would hang one when he was throwing 104 back then.
Right. Yeah. You're like, how are you not throwing it?
Yeah.
Just throw it.
Yeah. All right. Let's go over to a couple guys who are starting games. And dude, this is it's so fun that they pitch on the same day now. It's kind of up, but you got Imanaga and
and Yamamoto.
Yamamoto both pitched last night. I mean, like, oh man, right now I would give the edge to Imanaga as the better.
Dude, they say Imanaga's fastball, even though it's 93 miles an hour, as the best pitch in the game, like in the stats. Because, it's just got good ride on it. It stays up, right? It kind of stays vertical. It doesn't really dip down, and so guys think they're on it, but they're not. They're under it. They're on top of it. Not really on top of it. They're probably more under it.
Yeah.
But Imanaga again yesterday changed 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 walks, 8 punch outs. Right. So 8 punch outs in 5 innings. He's got a .96 ERA, dude.
He's legit. He's my favorite.
He's thrown 46.2 innings.
I think he's my favorite signing, right? Well, I mean, on a pitching side of the ball, I think he's my favorite signing. I stop and watch when he's pitching. I'll follow his games.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Seems like a good guy.
Yeah, I call them box score guys. He's a box score guy. There's only a few people I'm looking at every day. Imanaga, when he pitches, I got to see how he did. And then Yamamoto's been pretty nasty, Chinch. Besides, if you take away that first clunker in Korea when he went 1 inning, gave up like 5 runs or whatever, he's been pretty dominant. Last night, he was just average. They end up winning the game, so it really was kind of a moot point at the end of the day. And by the way, how about the Cardinals letting go Jordan Hicks, who's just the Giants decided to make a starter, who he went 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 punchies, and he has a 2.44 ERA, dude, as a starter. Pretty impressive.
That's great.
You know what I mean? But you look at Yamamoto's line, 5 2/3. He gave up 5 hits, 4 earned runs, punched out 6. His ERA is sitting at a 3.21. But up until that point, I believe, Chinch, after that first clunker in Korea, he had a 1.69 ERA.
Yeah. And
so he's been pretty dominant. But that's what you want, though, dude. You want your stars that have bad games. You want your aces, your ones, have bad games. Get you into the 6th. Okay, your bad games, you give up 4 runs. We're still in the game. We win the game 6-4.
Yeah.
Keep us in the game. The aces, when they don't have their good stuff, they still keep you in the game because the stuff's still elite.
Yeah, and they're pitching with aces have the brain. They just know themselves better than anybody else, right? Let's keep this. See, it's funny. You're talking about fastballs. Diaz not throwing it enough. Imanaga not throwing it 100, but it might be the best in the game. And, I was watching that Skeens game the other day, and it was like the first or second inning, and somebody just squared up 102. I mean, it was a fly out or something. But
Christopher Morel.
You saw it. I'm like, God.
Hit it to the fence, yeah.
It doesn't matter how hard you throw. It's got to do something to a major league hitter. To the fence. I was like, golly gee, baseball players can hit the baseball.
These guys hit velo, man. That's what I mean. Like, these guys are throwing harder. Like, no. The reason these guys are better is because they're cutting it, sinking it. They're throwing more off-speed pitches. Big leaguers hit velo. That's why they're big leaguers. They have elite bat speed. They have elite all that stuff. And, so I don't care if you got a bazooka up there, dude, and you launch it down the middle. These guys are going to time it up eventually. They might not time the first one up. They're going to time the second, third one up. I promise you.
There you go. Dude, that's a perfect segue. Look at us, man. We're getting back in the group.
Yeah.
Segue. You said bat speed.
Yeah.
Statcast MLB bat tracking data. Okay. It all came out. I think everybody's done a very good job of being like, interesting. Not saying, oh, this is stupid, or not saying, oh, this is amazing. but it's interesting. It's take me through your initial thoughts on it. Then maybe we can go into a couple guys. And I have one question to ask you specifically. What's your initial thoughts on it?
And you know, are you? I think my initial thought, like, you know, they're coming out with new, like, obviously they, you know, bat speed. Stanton leads the way, and like a lot of other, you know, great guys too. But yeah, they got some new stats that they're going through. You know what? I think after being in the dugout, dude, it helped me so much to like see the numbers and see like, okay, there's some, you know, when you look at the best bat speed in the game, those are usually close to your best hitters, best power guys. Now there are some outliers like a Luis Ariz and some other guys, you know, that are outliers to that are still good hitters. But if you really take the masses and you put them together, you start to see, okay, that is true. The guys with the best barrel rate, that square the ball up the best, you know, what is barrel rate? Barrel rate's exit velo and launch angle together gives you like barrel rate, barrel percentage. So the barrel percentage rate of guys that are at whatever this launch angle and this exit velo, usually they're the better players in the game. So I think they're starting to get the numbers down that they're looking at, and the new numbers they're getting are really starting to track. Okay, if these guys have these numbers, they're usually, you know, they're the upper echelon of the game.
Yeah, it's to your point. Jeff Passan did a really nice article. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about these stats, Jeff Passan on ESPN kind of broke it down. And to your point about, like, you know, when you put everything together, he calls this the perfect marriage of bat speed and precision. So meaning towards the top of the list of bat speed, also towards the top of the list of like swing plus all these percentages. You got to read this whole thing. Squaring balls up. The guy is Juan Soto. Makes sense. Guy might be the best hitter in baseball.
Exactly.
So there you go. I do want to see, and I'm not going to put you on a spot with this right now, but it is interesting to me that Stanton has the fastest bat speed, but he's a low average guy, and Ariz has the slowest bat speed and a high average guy. I remember growing up, it's like the leadoff guys. Oh, that guy's got quick hands.
Right.
And that doesn't kind of measure into these analytics. And I don't know.
I think they're both outliers. I think both of those guys. I think the guy that's leading the way, Stanton, and also Ariz. I think, you know, Stanton hits the ball the furthest in the league, has the best bat speed. Okay, I don't understand that. I think there's other guys with great bat speed that isn't Juan Soto. Tell me the guys that are up there for bat speed, because a lot of those guys are average hitters too.
Yeah, Soto's the 10th highest, and yeah, he's hitting 330 or something.
Right, exactly.
You're right. Now, my just one simple question. Like, let's just say these, you know, these stats are word is bond, whatever. Do you think this is going to make some guys kind of adjust their approach? So, for example, like, it's on paper now. I think Stanton probably knew he had the fastest bat speed, probably, right? You probably know that in your head, but like,
if you hit the ball 120, you probably know you do.
Yeah,
dude, I'll tell you what, hitting with G last year, I remember at the end of the year, you know, G was frustrated, and we went out to hit early one time, and he was like, Case, I'm going to hit all these balls to right center. I have never, ever seen a BP like that, dude. And I was teammates with Adam Dunn, Ken Griffey Jr., Willie Mo Pena. I'd never seen a ball hit the way, and G was struggling at the time. And I'm like, that's why in my mind, I'm like, he's going to get it going. Like, he's going to have a great year next year. He did a lot of good things in the offseason, but, you know, people are like, hey, is he done this and that? I'm like, that's the furthest thing from done, dude. How hard he was hitting balls. I'm like, and it was so loud, Chinch, and it was like kind of a cool moment. It was like, I think it was just me and him and Brad Wilkerson, who was the assistant hitting coach at the time, hitting early. He must have hit for 30 minutes, but he hit so many rockets to right center that were just on a line and loud and high bat speed, high exit velo, all that stuff. And I was just like, that is different, man. That's as different as I've ever seen in the game.
Dude, the day Stanton retires, MLB needs to create a Statcast award and call it the Giancarlo Stanton Statcast award winner every year, because he is at the top of every single, you know, statistical category for I don't know, athleticism of a baseball swing and strength of a baseball swing. It's Stanton Judge.
Yeah, Stan Judge. Yeah, nice to have both those guys in your lineup, huh?
Unbelievable, man. Yeah,
no, it's incredible. And I think G's on Cooperstown Highway, man. Hit his 400th homer last year. Like we kind of went under the radar last year. Hit his 400th homer, and I even pulled him aside. I said, "Man, I've seen some cool things in my life. I've seen Ken Griffey Jr.'s 500th. I've seen Jim Thome's 400th. I've seen Manny Ramirez's 500th. I've seen Sammy Sosa's 500th during that game. To see Giancarlo's 400th." Like I pulled him aside. I was like, "Hey, man," and I told him that stuff. I said, "That's a big deal.
It's a big
You
deal.
should be very, very proud of being an MVP in the league, of being one of the best hitters to ever play this game. You get to 400 homers, dude, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah.
Then you get to 5, 6, then you're in a different category. But G's going to get to 500 home runs. There's no doubt about that, I believe. And I believe he's going to be in Cooperstown one day, dude. I really do. Giancarlo Stanton will be in Cooperstown. And like I said, when you start seeing milestones like that, 400, and then you see 500 home runs at some point, you're looking at Major League Baseball greatness, all-time greatness, dude. Yeah. All the guys that have played the game, Giancarlo Stanton's one of the greatest to ever play it.
I agree. Hey, dude, he could, if he gets super hot, he's got 8 homers right now. He's got 410 total. He could wind up at 450. It's not out of question he winds up with 48 home runs this year.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, so
no doubt about it.
He could hit his 450th home run on the last day.
He actually, I'd be shocked. I bet you he's going to hit 40 this year.
I would like to see
I really believe that. I believe G's going to hit 40.
Yeah, let's not forget, folks, 59 and 132 in 2017, man. The guy's a superstar.
Right. And dude, when he struggles, I think the biggest weapon that he is to the Yankees and Aaron Boone is that even when he struggles, he'll run into one and win you a ball game. I saw it last year. Oh man, looks like he can't hit anything, and then he'll hit a bomb in the 9th or 8th. Absolute rocket. Bam, game winner.
Dude, he hit a home run so hard the other day, Michael Kay couldn't even get the call out of his mouth in time. That's unbelievable. I mean,
and it went 447. And the only reason it went 447 because they hit some lady right in the nachos. Boom! She's coming down with her nacho Bel Grande and a pop, and bam! Just rocket.
Oh man, I love, you hate and love seeing people, as long as they don't get hurt. It's funny to see. Did you see a guy caught 2 foul balls?
Dude, that's incredible. Where was that? In Seattle?
I think it was Baltimore. Freaking A, man. I've never been 20 rows from.
Dude, have you ever caught a foul ball?
I've never been within 20 rows of a foul ball. Never.
I caught 1 foul ball. Never forget it. It was in the Pirates. When I was with I wasn't with the Pirates. I was like 16 years old. I was with my buddies, probably the Gooch and Junk and all these great guys. We stayed for the game, 18th inning, rain delay, 3 Rivers Stadium. I mean, no one's there, dude. We're down the left field line. Ball comes. Bonds hit it. Boom. It rattles around. I had to go run and dive and get it. Like, I ended up getting it, but I remember that. Like, I got a foul ball. Yes. For this dude to catch 2 back-to-back pitches, Chinch.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. That's
crazy.
That's Mega Millions lotto.
Yeah, right. That's ridiculous.
How the bat has to connect with the ball.
Yeah.
And the trajectory of it.
Right.
Was it Seattle? Yeah.
I know it looked like the guy was a Mariner fan.
Yeah. He's at least a Mariners fan. Unfreaking believable. I haven't even been close. But dude, you also caught Todd Frazier's homer.
No. It was Josh Donaldson's homer when Todd Frazier's home run derby when he won it in Cincinnati. Dude, I'm coming down. That was incredible.
That was incredible.
Maybe you can put that clip in here, Chinch.
I will.
I'm coming down, Greg Amazon. I never forget it. I just got some ribs and a pop, and I'm going to sit down in my seats. I mean, Chinch, remember their seats? We were behind the left field foul pole. We were as far away as possible. Thanks, Reds, for putting us there. It was
furthest box. That was the furthest box.
We were so far we were foul. We were foul and high. We were upper deck and high. And I remember Greg Amazon going, "Hey, can these guys hit the ball this far?" I go, "They actually can." Mm-hmm. Like, as I'm getting actually can out of my mouth, Josh Donaldson hits one of the furthest, highest balls I've ever seen. And I'm like, here we go. So I said to him, bro, It's coming right at my face. It's going to hit me right in the teeth. I dropped my ribs on like Chris Rose, I think. Dropped my beer, and I caught the ball. Thank God I still got it, dude. It would have broke my teeth. It would have broke my nose, broke my teeth. It hit me right here. I ended up catching it. It sliced my finger, which was incredible.
Unbelievable.
I caught it. It was one of the craziest things. We're going crazy.
It was nuts.
Dude, and the cool thing was they put it on the Jumbotron. It's in Cincinnati, so the place starts chanting KC, KC. I remember the next day, Anthony Rizzo comes to me and he's like, Case, he's like, were people chanting KC, KC out there? I go, yeah. He goes, why? I go, I caught Josh Donaldson's foul ball. Would have hit me right in the teeth.
That was unbelievable.
So then what are the odds of that? Like I said, growing up, went to all those Bucco games. I caught a Barry Bonds rain delay, 18 inning, no one in the crowd, fight it with my buddies to get it. And then 2015, I'm as far away from the freaking field as possible. What are the odds of me in Cincinnati, dude, catching a ball would have hit me right in the nose?
Right after you hit 3 bombs in the
Celebrity All-Star game, in the celebrity softball game with Snoop Dogg as a teammate, and Snoop was pissed because he's like, we got to saddle up, boy. Like Snoop was like, I was like, wow. I was like, I had no idea Snoop was this serious and competitive. Like, he's like, let me pitch. He get on base, try to steal 3 bases. I'm like, Snoop Dogg is serious. I got Urban Meyer behind me. Urban Meyer's, swung, hit a ground ball. He wanted to kill somebody. I'm like, man, these guys are serious. These guys are serious.
They're trying to impress you guys.
I know. It was incredible.
Guitar. You pick up that guitar. What are you going to play for Eddie? You can't play anything.
Yeah, nothing.
Nice. All right, bro. Got good stuff. You golfing? You're back into golf, huh? You're back.
I'm getting into golf. I'm taking a trip with my buddies in August. I'm looking forward to this. Like a couple of college buddies. Don't ask me where we're going. I should know. It's like one of the nicest courses around, but I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. But I'm trying to get back into it. I'm golfing with JD on Thursday. I'm taking Andrews home from college, so we're gonna golf tomorrow. So yeah, I'm trying to get some shots in before I head on to this golf trip.
Nice. Still righty swing, lefty putt.
Righty swing, lefty putt, dude. Dude, the other day I shot a 44 on 9 holes.
Really?
That's legit. And I triple bogeyed the last hole. I could have shot it. I could have 100% shot a 41, but I took a total dump on myself.
That's a nice place to live, though. 44. Yeah, that's now
dude, like that's 88. That's in the 80s.
Yeah, you're not breaking all over the place.
Exactly.
Dude, I real super quick. I don't. You see these guys in Florida, and the Gators are just walking around.
Oh yeah, dude. I used to live in Florida. Gator. There was a good dude. I got a quick story for you. One day, remember Chris Reitsma, closer?
Yeah.
Dude, so Reitz is the best, dude. Like one of my best buddies in the game. So I used to live in Florida, lived in Jupiter. So we play the Marlins, and one day we come back. It's like me and my buddies that take the trip, like Courtney West, Doug Buchanan, Johnny Cunningham. All these guys take this trip every year, right? So I'm like, all right, we're gonna stay at my house. So after the game, we stay at my house. Reitsma comes to me. Reach, you got to come with us. I'm with my college buddies. So anyway, back to my house. We're on my back porch. We're having a few pops, and it's late now, dude. It's like 2:33 in the morning because we get back from the game, right? So an hour drive. We'll probably get back at midnight. And for whatever reason, we have fireworks. I don't know why we have fireworks. I just remember we lit off the fireworks. My neighbors are probably like, what the hell is going on? Lit off the fireworks. Next thing we know, Chinch, we think I had a man-made lake in my backyard. Look, let's swim across the lake. Let's see who can make it first. This will be a great idea. So, bro, we swim across this lake. We're in Jupiter, Florida. Yeah, you know where this is going. Okay. Swim across the lake, and I think in the middle of the lake, I'm thinking, I think this is a bad idea, because I have actually seen crocodiles, gators, in this on my bank before.
Oh my god!
So, dude, we all make it. I think Chris Reitsma won. He just, he's a crazy Canadian. He freaking beats us all. Get on the other side, get out. So a couple of days, we fly away. A couple of days later, my buddy Alan Stubbs, who was down there, a good friend of mine, he's like, Case, he's like, you're not gonna believe this, and he had no idea we swam across thing. He goes, bro, they just pulled a 12 foot gator out of your lake, like 2 days later, and he didn't know And I go, Alan, you're not gonna believe this. Me and my buddies swam across that lake 3 days ago.
My heart almost stopped. Just
oh my god, 12-foot gator, bro. They came and got him. So he no doubt was in there when we were swimming. He must have been scared to death of all the commotion we were bringing through that.
Lucky about that, dude.
So lucky. I could have been freaking Apollo Creed from Happy Gilmore when he lost his eye because the gator.
as a producer, whatever, it's like Heyman, breaking news, Sean Casey calf ripped off by
dude.
Season. Oh my God, dude.
I mean, the dumb things you do in life. You know what I mean?
It's so true, dude. So, all right, we'll stay away from the Gators. Hit them straight, man.
Yeah.
And we're back at it tomorrow.
All right, Chichi. Sounds good, man. Great seeing you, brother. Everyone out there, thanks for listening. We'll catch everybody tomorrow. See you, brother.